working for you. Fox 2 News at 6 starts now.
Hello and welcome to the HD Show. I'm Dave Spencer. A toddler hit by a stray bullet in Detroit. Thankfully, he is expected to survive, but police are taking action after this. Fox 2's Camille and Mary live with the latest on what we know. Camille, what happened here?
Yeah, this is an absolutely horrific story. We are outside the 7th precinct on Detroit's east side, where a family member did tell Fox 2 off camera that the little boy is going to be okay, but that he's suffering from a punctured lung and a broken rib as a result of the shooting. Now, let's take a look at some video of where this happened last night. This is actually video that we captured today. It happened around 10 till 12, right before midnight last night. The child, along with family members, were in the 8600 block of Berrien on the city's east side watching fireworks, as many people have been doing all weekend long, when he was suddenly hit by a stray bullet. That bullet coming from a park about a block away, the Village Park, where police say two juveniles were, more than two juveniles, I should say, two juveniles are in custody right now as persons of interest, but where a group of juveniles got into some sort of altercation. There were bullets flying, and one, believe it or not, went all the way to this little boy and hit him. Take a listen to what Chief Todd Bedison is saying about all this.
Definitely, I'm appalled by it, upset by it, and as a result, this department will definitely be stepping up our efforts tremendously when it comes to curfew violations.
And as far as those curfew violations, parental responsibility tickets also will be issued. You can see the times on the screen. If you have a child 15 and under, they've got to be inside after 10 o'clock. As far as 16 and 17-year-olds, after 11 o'clock. Police say that as a result of this shooting and then other shootings that we've had involving children and juveniles, they will be stepping up enforcement. You will see them driving around, ticketing people, stopping to talk to kids. Again, those two juveniles, as considered persons of interest right now, not formally arrested, not formally charged. And then, of course, that 2-year-old little boy, just amazingly expected to survive. Hopefully he won't remember this, but just what a horrific situation for everybody involved. Reporting live on Detroit's east side, Camille and Mary, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, Camille, you just really feel for those parents who were just trying to allow their child to take in, a show that we all like to enjoy, the fireworks, and here they're getting hit by a stray bullet. And it just begs the question how these juveniles, these people under the age of 18, are getting their hands on so many weapons here.
Yeah, that too. And also, too, I don't know if you could tell by looking at the video, but it's a really quiet area. I mean, there's just a few houses on that street. There's a lot of trees. It just seemed very peaceful and quiet. The park is on the other side of this big row of trees. So it's not a high traffic area. It's not something at all where you would expect something like this to happen. I imagine they were just shooting off fireworks, or the other neighbors were shooting off fireworks. Obviously, after the 4th of July, people still continue to do that. But just a horrible night, started out as fun and then ended in tragedy. But hopefully this little boy, as police and family members say, he's going to make it.
Yeah, at least that's the good news in all this. Camille, thank you for that live report. All right, it's a little soupy out there, warm summer day, and it might be giving way to a stormy Sunday night. Weather Authority Rich Luderman here giving us a check of the forecast. What's up, Rich?
Hey there, Dave. It's been warm and humid all day today, breezy at times as well. But notice our next cold front is slicing across the central Great Lakes. A lot of the steadier rains have been up over northern lower Michigan, close to Traverse City and Gaylord, up around Alpena as well. But in our part of the state, the atmosphere has been bubbling over at times, so we've been watching these clusters of storms. Thankfully, no severe weather is expected. There could be one or two stronger storms, let's say between now and 10 o'clock, but we'll be watching them move off to the north and east, and as they come through your area, just stay inside and wait till they pass. Look at the daytime highs. 92 for us, 89s for Saginaw and Kalamazoo. Noticeably cooler up there in the UP. Let's take a look at Sky Tracker. Here are those clusters of storms along 270 275 near Livonia, also approaching Belleville and Ypsilanti. Some heavier storms approaching Howell from the south and west. We'll zoom in even further. And again, the main threat here will be brief heavy downpours. There's Heartland right there. There's Ann Arbor. You've seen a couple of clusters close to Ann Arbor today. Also up in Genesee County, some spotty storms. How about at the bridge right now? 64 degrees. That's much cooler up there. You can see the cars moving freely. We made it to 92, 73 the morning low. Here are your averages, 84 and 64. The records, 142. Sunset tonight is 12 minutes after 9, so in just about 3 hours. We're still at 91 degrees. There's that breeze from the south and southwest that's been around all day. Pressure is continuing to fall as that cold front is still west of us. Look at the spots that have seen some rain. They're down a bit with those temperatures. 83 in Howell, 78 in Lansing, 77 in Flint, still 93 in Windsor. There's 90 over in Mount Clemens. Take a look at the breeze from the south and southwest. Now, eventually, late tonight, it's going to turn northerly, and that'll be an excellent signal that that cold front has pushed through the region. The dew points are up, so it is muggy out there. That'll be the case for the rest of tonight. Look at Traverse City. 65 degrees, 64s for Mackinac Island and Alpena, but we are still on the warm and muggy side. Eventually, though, temperatures will fall off. Watch what happens with our cold front. There it is. And then overnight tonight, it sags off to the south and east. So tomorrow is going to be a different kind of day. There could be a stray shower to start your Monday, but really the next couple of days for us look nice with less heat and less humidity. That's our forecast tonight. Spotty storms. It's muggy out there, down to 70. Tomorrow's a different kind of day. We'll be down about 10 degrees, perhaps an early morning shower, Dave. And then there's that 7-day forecast. Numbers in the low to mid 80s, which is pretty close to average for this time of year. Looks like Wednesday is the next chance for some spotty storms. We'll take a full look at the forecast tonight at 10 o'clock.
All right, sounds good to me. Sticking with some weather news here, tragedy in Texas. The death toll from that devastating flooding continues to rise. Fox's Mike Tobin has the latest there.
The search continues for the girls from a summer Christian camp still missing on Sunday after fierce flooding tore through parts of central Texas early Friday. Rescuers are searching damaged riverbanks, now scattered with broken trees and overturned rocks.
I had two granddaughters who were there, and they had 4 cousins. Thank God my granddaughters are okay. One of their cousins, Janie Hunt, is in heaven now, and God has wrapped his arms around her.
Parents who have been reunited with their children from Camp Mystic are sharing their kids' stories with local officials. Texas Lieutenant Governor recalling one of those extraordinary moments when a little girl escaped.
They climbed out the window in bare feet and nothing but a nightgown on in neck-high water. She said, "I don't know how we made it."
The extent of the floods came unexpected to many of the residents and campers in the Texas Hill Country, a summer hotspot for camping and swimming.
The National Weather Forecast predicted minor flooding, minor event a day before.
Some are criticizing authorities, saying people in the vulnerable area did not receive proper warning of destructive flooding. Water in the Guadalupe River rose 26 feet in just 45 minutes, killing dozens and washing away anything in sight, including homes and cars.
There's going to be time to go review what can be done differently. What can you do to make sure that people have an earlier alert?
Texas Governor Greg Abbott has declared Sunday a day of prayer for those dead and those still unaccounted for. In Kirk County, Texas, Mike Tobin, Fox News.
A little closer to home now. Cleanup continues after a deadly house explosion. This happening on Detroit's east side. Still no word on a cause. This happened yesterday around 4 o'clock. A 46-year-old man says he was just cooking when an explosion left him with burns. The blast also killing a woman inside. She's believed to be in her early 40s. Several other homes caught fire. This all happening on McCormick Street near Monross. Neighbors blocks away say they felt the blast. The cause, again, still under investigation. And in Pontiac, authorities need your help to find a driver in a deadly hit and run. This happened Friday night on Baldwin at Rundell Avenue. A man was riding his bicycle northbound on Baldwin when a driver in a black Jeep Grand Cherokee hit him, then kept going. The man on the bike died. He was 31 years old. His identity not being released at this time. Police say someone else followed that Cherokee onto a side street where then the driver, passenger, got out and drove off in a silver Chevy Malibu. Authorities impounded the Cherokee, and there's a $2,000 reward leading to an arrest in this case. Anyone with information should call Crime Stoppers, 1-800-SPEAK-UP. Tomorrow, the eyes of the world will be on Washington. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will meet with President Donald Trump. They're working to reach a deal to end the war in Gaza. Fox's Madeline Rivera has the latest.
Days after striking Iran's nuclear sites, President Trump sees an opening in the Middle East.
Iran does want to speak, and I think they'd like to speak to me, and it's time that they do.
Now it appears the Saudis want to talk to the president, too. Multiple sources tell Brett Baer, Saudi Arabia's defense minister, and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's younger brother, Khalid bin Salman, secretly met with President Trump, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, and Special Envoy Steve Witkoff at the White House on Thursday. They talked about de-escalation with Iran, ending the war in Gaza, and negotiating the release of the remaining hostages. The goal of the visit was to create what's been described as a peace footing in the region.
Today we reaffirm this important bond, and we take the next steps to make our relationship closer, stronger, and more powerful than ever before.
President Trump often touts his relationship with Saudi Arabia, which he sees as a key broker in the Middle East. He wants the country to join the Abraham Accords. The conversation on Thursday did not exclusively focus on the possibility of normalizing ties between Saudi Arabia and Israel, but sources say the talks dealt with the steps needed to get to that point, a moment that would mark a major geopolitical shift.
His approach of diplomacy has worked in a number of areas when it comes to not just ceasefires, but peace agreements, et cetera, like with the DRC and the Congo. I mean, there's an important dynamic there, but also when it comes to the emergence of a new Middle East after our action regarding Iran.
Regarding the ceasefire proposal in Gaza, Hamas says it is prepared to enter a round of negotiations to figure out how to implement the framework. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
Hopefully you had a good holiday weekend. Maybe tonight your neighborhood will stop echoing with the sound of fireworks. Then again, maybe not. The rules on when you can launch them vary city by city, but there are some basic laws to follow so your holiday weekend doesn't turn into a dud. Fireworks are not allowed on public property. That means streets, sidewalks, school lots, and more. Fireworks and alcohol are also illegal when you combine them, and it's a potentially deadly mix. Violating firework laws could lead to prison time and fines up to $10,000. During the summer, there are plenty of opportunities to get the kids off the cough. The Franklin Athletic Club offers a variety of activities that the whole family can keep moving on. Fox 2's Ingrid Kelly takes us there.
Your summer's serving up a ton of fun. Franklin Athletic Club can get the entire family off the couch and moving.
It's a great camp. A lot of kids kind of just find their love for the sport.
Tennis is just one of the many activities kids can get involved in during summer camp at Franklin Athletic Club.
We've had a lot of kids go to high-level high school and even some college tennis after this, starting in our camp.
And after hitting a few tennis balls, it's time to make a splash.
We started as low as 6 months.
Teaching kids of all ages water safety is a top priority.
Teaching them water safety, getting them comfortable in the water, and then obviously going up through adults can teach anybody to swim.
The camp activities also include gymnastics and help kids learn the importance of a healthy lifestyle.
I believe there's a mental aspect to it too, so reducing stress.
And as the kids get moving, adults are learning the benefits of Pilates.
And this is an excellent exercise for your hips. It's great for your joints, and it's great for your stability, right? It's also going to build some strength.
And if you're looking for a head-to-toe workout,
this is a sequence that I developed.
You can find boxing and kickboxing at Franklin Athletic Club.
And this is for kids and adults. So when we're doing this, you have Isaiah and Trey in there. They spar with little kids that are 6 years old.
Really?
And nobody gets hurt.
And your kickboxing moves may also come with a side of flow and harmony.
Get down. Rock the house. Show them what you get.
For more details on summer fun at Franklin Athletic Club, go to fox2detroit.com. And Southfield, Ingrid Kelly, Fox 2 News.
All right, well done, Ingrid. Thank you for joining us on this version of the HD Show. Be sure to tune in tonight right here on Fox 2 at 10 o'clock. We'll see you then.